So we are 4 games into the number 1 overall pick, Bryce Young's early career with the Carolina Panthers. And to characterize the start to his career, you could probably say it's been a struggle, to say the least, whether it's the uncharacteristic turnovers that he didn't make in college, the ankle injury that he suffered, some of the inconsistencies up front from the offensive line, the lack of talent around him at the wide receiver position, and some questionable play calling at times. It's just been a whole conundrum of chaos in Carolina. But I think you really can't ignore, if you've been paying attention, that Bryce Young has slowly but surely made progress. Despite the injuries in the offensive line, the lack of talent at wide receiver, Bryce Young has really started to kind of turn that corner. And like I said, there's still some rookie mistakes that he's going to make. I'm not really sure what the expectations were from some people, but this is a grown man league. So there was going to be a learning curve for Bryce Young, but you can't help but notice that he's starting to show some signs of the reason why the Panthers decided to take him number 1 overall. I got my coach's quarter zip on today, so you already know what that means. We are going into the film room. I had the 5 best throws from Bryce Young's game against the Detroit Lions. All that and more, we're starting right now. Yo, what up, though? So Necessary Bluntness Sports Talk. I am the founder and host, Aaron Duncan, here, bringing you another Panthers video on this channel, recap and analysis of the NFL, in particular, these Carolina Panthers. So if you want to stay up to date with news and updates, live streams, podcasts, and film breakdowns, just like this one, make sure you are subscribed, hit that bell icon. That bell icon is going to give you a notification when things go up, because YouTube's algorithm be playing games, man. So just being subscribed is not enough always. So make sure you guys hit that bell icon. Also, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up if you will. I really appreciate that. And if you want to show this channel more support and get some bonus content, check out that Patreon, patreon.com/UB Sports Talk. I got additional film breakdowns for the Carolina Panthers that I'm not putting on this channel. Also got some potential draft prospects, because with the Panthers being winless right now, you got to kind of keep one eye in the current season and one eye on the draft. So if you want to stay up to date on that type of stuff as well, consider joining the Patreon. So Bryce Young had his first 3 passing touchdown game of his career against the Detroit Lions. And the whole game, I know it started off with some struggle with the turnovers early, but I felt like down the stretch, he really turned the corner. I know a lot of fans are criticizing and say the numbers don't mean anything because it was garbage time and the Detroit Lions weren't playing aggressive coverage. After further review, the Lions continued to play their same aggressive looks down the stretch, despite what the scoreboard said. So this allowed us to really get a chance to evaluate Bryce Young, because he also had a career high in passing attempts. So he really got a chance to sling it around, and it wasn't just a bunch of screens and smoke screens left and right. So I'm really excited about this. He really put on display the traits that they really convinced themselves that he was good enough to be that number 1 overall pick. I'm talking accuracy, poise in the pocket, that creativity in the pocket when he's moving around, and just that quick trigger that makes him able to throw with different arm angles and get the ball where he wants to put it on the field, man. I'm going excited to get into this thing. Let's go ahead and do it. All right, so this first play up is going to have spread out 4 wide with the tight end. Hayden Hurst is going to be tight here on the right side of the wing. Bryce is going to drop back and find Thielen on a nice dig route across the middle. This is put in stride perfect to let Thielen catch and run. I know 19's production and ability to get open and speed have really been questioned. However, he looked pretty good on here, and when you put it in stride, it allows him to keep moving with a good head of steam and get a good chunk play that the Panthers have really been starving for. So you're going to get a man look right here with the cover 1, and they're going to do kind of a zone blitz. They're going to blitz a linebacker, and 1 D lineman is going to drop back into this underneath coverage to try to get up underneath this crossing route by Adam Thielen, but he's a little bit too slow. But it's a good passing window. Watch Bryce Young's movement in the pocket, just subtle movement to find those windows to get the ball off and deliver a strike right across the middle. I know it was much maligned about him not being able to see over the line and not being able to see whatever, but the crazy part about it is him throwing to the middle of the field. It was where he looks more confident and throws with more accuracy than anywhere else on the field, in my opinion. So I think it's just ironic that it's almost the complete opposite of what some of the naysayers were saying. But you can see the subtle pocket movement right here from this point of view here where Bryce is looking. You'll see that safety in the middle of the field. Like I said, they cover 1 look. Number 53 here on the left is dropping back, but he's not getting enough depth. He's just kind of robbing the underneath. Bryce, subtle, look at that subtle movement. Pressure is coming right at him up the middle. That subtle slide up and deliver right on the face. You hit the guys with the face with the football. Look at that. Hitting the guy in the face with the football. You love to see it. Look at Adam Thielen go. Good play right there. Good throw, pitch, and catch. All right, so let's fast forward a little bit to the second quarter. The score is ugly, but you can still see the Lions are playing pretty aggressive. We're going to be right here on the cusp of the red zone on the 20-yard line, and this is going to be a corner route out of Tommy Tremble here on the left side as the tight end. Going to get a little bit of a high-low. Tommy Tremble is going to be manned up against Alex Anzalone. The linebacker is going to get pressed off the line, and Bryce is going to really drop a dime here that, I mean, he really can't hand it to him any better than he does here. Throws it with anticipation. That's a tough one right here. But you can watch and see when Bryce lets this thing go, man. It's really crazy how he's accurate. This accurate throwing with this much anticipation. Watch Tommy Tremble. We'll see when Bryce gets ready to throw. The ball is about to be gone. Tommy, he still has the defender on his back. He's not looking at all. You have these aiming points. Bryce is throwing the spots. You have spots that you're coached at, whether it's the back pylon, the front pylon. Tommy Tremble has a breaking point that he has to get to. So Bryce knows that. He throwing with the anticipation, man. He takes some trust. It's there, but it's just, it is holding on Anzalone, but I feel like a more accomplished tight end would go up and kind of get an out rebound a linebacker in this scenario in the red zone. Hell, maybe even Hayden Hurst does it himself. But you can see that Bryce has the ball is gone already. Tommy Tremble's not even looking, not even out of his break. Now he is. Look at that, man. Look at that. You can't hand him the football any better than this. You can't. You can't hand him the ball any better than this. I know it's a tough catch with defender draped all over you, but like I said, maybe a more accomplished tight end stops right here, elevates, turns his body, and uses good body control to shield the ball from the defender and make that happen, but not necessarily in Tommy Tremble's ministry right now. He likes to track the ball more, but what more can you say about the accuracy? Look, he's winding up the throw. Tommy's out there break, aiming for that back pylon. Oof. This is tough. Hey, man, like I said, you can't hand him the ball any better than that. These are just two good jobs by Bryce Young, finding the matchup that he likes. First with Thielen, obviously getting all that area in the middle of the field that was wide open, but really finding that one-on-one in the red zone with Tommy Tremble, trying to make that hookup. But like I said, the accuracy is on display. That type of ball placement is not easy, especially when you're throwing with that much anticipation and throwing more so the spots on the field, but you continuously see this guy hitting players in the hands and in the face. Just need a little bit more help from some of the guys on the outside, but it is a process. All right, fast forward a little bit later, the Panthers are down 18. They're backed up on the 10-yard line, and I know a lot of people say, I wanted to see some flashes. I'm like, guys, what are we looking at? Are these not flashes? I mean, this is not anything crazy in terms of what he does, but look at his pocket movement. Look at the poise. Look at the processing and reaction to see what things happen. Him and Adam Thielen's chemistry is pretty much on another level right now, man. And he's the go-to wide receiver, obviously, but this is just crazy. So watch this. So Bryce is going to look for Thielen on the hitch route, on the stick route, Thielen breaks out. He's covered by the underneath defender that dropped out of the D-line, but Bryce doesn't panic. Subtle pocket movement to his left, and then Thielen breaks to his left, right? A split second. We've seen this before last week with the Vikings. Bryce can pull up and stop on a dime. Doesn't really need to have his feet set or his legs set to get the ball where he wants to. Throws a little dart across the middle so Thielen can keep it pushing. Hey, man. His own man was in his way. Let's watch it from behind so you can see. Steps up, boom. Thielen breaks, but obviously there's three defenders in the area. Bryce sees it, so he starts to buy some time, scrambles in the pocket just a little bit. Look at that. He's in like a lunge right now on one leg, on his front leg, winding up the throw, rolling to his left. Come on, man. Like, what are we doing right now? What are we doing right now? This is cool. This is actually cool, them being on the same page like this. Hit him right there. Hey, ain't just a little light something, nothing crazy. This is just the level of creativity and processing and reaction time that Bryce Young has when he's moving around in the pocket. Yes, he is smaller in stature. That goes without saying. It's been discussed and brought up multiple times. But him being able to navigate the pocket and still keep his eyes downfield and have that quick reaction time when guys pop open, especially that fast between him and Thielen, it's a beautiful thing to watch, man. You love to see that type of stuff from your rookie quarterback, showing poise in that pocket. All right, next up, let's fast forward to the fourth quarter. It's getting ugly. The Panthers are down 25, but some of you guys told me that they were playing soft coverage. It was garbage time. This stuff doesn't really matter. I'm looking across the board. It looks like the Lions are showing single high safety. They were playing, if they were just kind of keep everything in front of them, you would see two high safeties, probably some shell coverage. This looks like they look like they're lining up in man, but they're going to flip it into cover three, just their typical coverages that they run. And this is going to be a beautiful seam route down to Ian. And you put it out there like that for Ian Thomas to get money like this on a 20-something yard gain, you doing something right, because we don't get a lot of this. We haven't seen this from Ian Thomas probably since that catch against the Vikings where Sam Darnold delivered it down the seam. It was a pretty huge catch, but things like this don't happen too often. So we're going to get 4 verticals against cover 3. Really the perfect call for cover 3 because it puts this middle safety here on the Lions logo in a bind. And Bryce Young's going to read the coverage, wait for him to clear the underneath linebacker and lay it there perfectly for Ian Thomas to catch it, but not just catch it in stride, but also slow him down enough so he doesn't run into that safety and get killed, or the safety can't pick it off. This is what you love to see. This is the perfect call in this scenario. Watch Ian down the seam. Boom. Jack Campbell is not small. Jack Campbell's like 6'5". Look, gets it over the defender, the underneath defender's hands, right in the breadbasket. Consistently almost hitting guys in the face. Look at this. Ian in the face. How many times is Bryce Young going to hit dudes in the face before y'all realize the ball placement and accuracy this guy has is crazy? It's crazy. And I love to see this. Getting guys like Ian involved, spreading the ball around, not discriminating. Yeah, Thielen's going to get his targets, but boom, chunk plays like that. People want to see the chunk plays and the downfield throws. This is textbook right here. Bryce Young's ball placement. Ian Thomas a little bit turned up too, spiking and spinning the ball. Look, right in cover 3, boom. It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. Watch it one more time from this back view. Boom. But watch that head movement. I watched to see what he's looking at for the safety. He's going to boom, look left, because everybody knows he loves Thielen. So he's going to give a quick little left look to there, holds the safety just enough for Ian to clear. You just need to look at the safety and hold him there long enough for Ian to clear. That way it gives you a window, boom, to put the ball right there. Love to see him using his eyes, trying to manipulate the coverage, not staring down your target. That way you give yourself windows to throw to. Love this from Bryce Young. All right, now we're having fun. It's the fourth quarter again, and like I said, there really wasn't any like soft coverage by the Lions. We're in the red zone once again, and watch him operate. The accuracy to be able to manipulate the coverage and put the ball where you want to be is a big asset for Bryce Young, and I think is going to be very key in his development of taking advantage in the red zone. And you can see this touchdown pass to DJ Chark on the post. Let's see how it all happened. So Adam Thielen and DJ Chark are going to be bunched up right here at the bottom of the screen. And you're going to get a crossing route by Adam Thielen. And I actually like that route against this coverage because you have a single high safety. You want to put him in the bind to make him make a choice. And you read the safety. If he jumps this crossing route by Thielen, you're going to hit that skinny post right behind him to DJ Chark. And if he sticks to Chark, you're going to have Thielen going across, beating this guy with speed across the field, almost like an arena football route. So I really love this play design by Reich. And with the backside running short routes, it holds this backside coverage. That way they can't really get underneath this Adam Thielen crosser. Is really a beautiful concept right here. And watch Bryce Young. Holds the play action. He's looking at the safety right now. See what the safety does. The safety takes 2 steps to Thielen. The ball's gone. This is what processing is. He takes 2 steps. Look at the safety right here on the hash up top. He takes 2 steps to Thielen. 1, 2, and Bryce already knows I got my man. Thielen, Chark got that hand up already. He sees it as well. Bryce is winding up the throw. Quick trigger. Put it right between the 1 and the 7. Nothing really a defender can do about that. Watch the bottom. You can really see how he reacts to this safety because, like I said, the safety in the middle of the field is his read. Play action. You got, look at Thielen winning right here. So everybody knows Thielen's getting the ball. And then once you see Bryce's number one receiver winning automatically across the middle, 2 steps by the safety, boom, making you pay right behind you where you left. You can see 21 right here cussing at himself. He's like, dang. I like it. This view is really, really the best way to see it. Boom. Play action. The safety already drifted to the middle. Look, 1 step. You take them 2 steps like Sierra, Bryce Young's going to make you pay. 1 step, 2 step, winding up the throw. 1 step, 2 step, winding up the throw. This is a freaking dart. 1 step, 2 step. Keep playing this. This is how you read coverages and defenses. It doesn't get much easier and better than this. Put the ball where it's supposed to be. Boom. That's easy pickings right there, man, against cover 3. I wish you got to get a little bit more stuff of this during the game when it was actually a little bit closer, but turnovers kind of helped and dampened a pretty productive offensive output. Like I said, the processing and accuracy was really on display on that last play, and I know I already gave you 5, but it was one more touchdown pass, guys, I want you to see. It wasn't that long, so it didn't make the top 5, but it's really, really nice to see from Bryce Young and stuff that he's very, very comfortable with doing, and just some of the stuff that you get when you get a quarterback like Bryce Young. All right, so it's 14-0 going back to the second quarter. The Panthers, this was a huge drive for them to try to answer. Being down 14-0 on the road in the grand scheme of things, after this, things kind of went downhill. But this was a hell of a drive because this makes it 14-7. The defense ended up getting a stop on 4th down, getting you the ball back, but that's when the turnover brigade started. But this was a hell of a drive and a great way to cap it off. We got lined up. Bryce Young is going to run the RPO, fake the handoff, boom. Easy pickings right there to Tommy Tremble for a touchdown. He came up with this one. Let's watch how it came together right here. So with this RPO, let's just do some math. Let's see how many defenders versus offensive linemen. Running the ball sometimes is a numbers game. You have 5 Panthers offensive linemen plus Ian Thomas and Tommy Tremble. That's 7. The Detroit Lions, have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus a 9 defender on the outside on the edge. The numbers, the math ain't mathing. You know what I'm saying? The math ain't mathing. So with the RPO, Bryce Young is going to read number 31 right here, the safety. If he comes and tries to play the run too aggressive, we're going to throw a pop pass right behind him to Tommy Tremble. Tommy Tremble must win and get inside and easy pickings. If he steps back and guards Tommy, you're going to run the ball because there's one less defender in that box. So watch how Bryce Young operates. Boom. 31's committing. Look, 31's coming through the hole right now. Bryce Young pulls it out. The ball handling, boom, puts it right there. Consistently hitting guys in the face with the football. Watch 31 from this angle. Boom, he comes in. Look, Bryce is reading the safety, but he's got to get his eyes. After he gets his eyes from the safety, he has to get it on Tommy. Tommy's still in a wrestling match right now. Bryce still ready to set, go to throw. Sees Tommy's about to win. Boom. Consistently hitting guys in the face with the football. Consistently hitting guys in the face with the football. This is the RPO game from Bryce. Look at Bryce. As cool as the other side of the pillow, too. Look at him. Good shot, coach. That little hand up. Good shot, coach. This is fun to me. Good shot, coach. I like this dude, man. Bryce Young, he's something special, man. I really am excited about this guy's future as a Carolina Panther, man. And I still think with some patience, it's hard to ignore that this guy has not made progress on a week-by-week basis. He got his cut down on the mistakes, of course, but rookie mistakes are going to happen. He wasn't going to come out his first rookie year and walk on water, regardless of what you might have heard or you were told to believe or was fooled. I guess you may be feeling jaded or slighted about that. But I'm just loving what I'm seeing on a progress basis from Bryce. And that's what it's going to be about at this point. I mean, obviously, playoffs are nowhere near consideration with the Panthers being winless currently. So it's all about consistency and health for Bryce Young, in my opinion. I want to see him stay healthy, but I want to see him consistently start to put plays together like this. Cut back on those mistakes. Take care of the football on a down-by-down basis. Understand the down and distance and where you are in the game and making the right choice on a down-by-down basis, living the fight another day. But with the protection that he got from the offensive line against the Detroit Lions, only having 1 sack and 0 pressures, and him being able to sit back there and operate, it gave you a preview into what this guy can do when you give him some protection. When you add even more weapons and talent on the outside, scary things could be happening for the NFL. And I think A lot of the haters and stuff are just scared that Bryce Young, being 5'9", 5'10", whatever you want to call him, being that outlier, that he goes against everything that they've known and believed about football and the quarterback position. He does it in an unorthodox way. At that, I'm excited for what's to come for Bryce Young's future in Carolina and for my team. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you guys watching. You guys let me know down below in the comments how you felt about Bryce Young's 5 throws or 6 throws that I showed, and which one was your favorite. I got to know how you guys are feeling. Do you feel a little bit better? Feel a little bit worse about Bryce? Where is your head at? I want to get you guys' thoughts, but without further ado, I appreciate you guys watching all this far. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Hit that Patreon if you want to support and get more bonus content. I'll see you next time. Peace.